Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? I have a question. What if I told you that trading was for everybody, and it's so simple that even you can be a profitable trader? That even when you take trades, it can be profitable. What if I told you that? Now, what I'm going to go over right now is nine concepts that you need to know about trading so you can just be more comfortable, so you can understand how to become a profitable trader, and even if you wanted to learn how trading can really change your life and what really trading is about. Trading isn't about getting rich fast. It's really about learning how money actually works. And even if you've never traded ever before, the skills transfer anywhere. Literally, the skills of trading transfer to any area of your life. So number one, trading teaches discipline. When you're trading, it forces you to be patient. Trading forces you to have a plan. Trading forces you to wake up at certain times. Be disciplined in your journaling. Be disciplined in how you read and watch the charts. Be disciplined in all those things. Trading will literally help you work on your emotional intelligence. I promise you. Trading is one of those things where your emotions can get the best of you. Your emotions in trading can literally get the best of you. And that's why when you're trading, it's going to teach you how to suppress your emotions and really just build off of the skill set. Number two, what trading is going to do is trading is going to build financial awareness tremendously. When you start trading, you're going to start literally learning how to pay attention to the financial markets, paying attention to the news markets, paying attention to the forecast of what's happening in the world, literally. And when you're trading, you start to really understand what is your risk versus what is reward. When you're trading and you're taking certain trades, what's going to happen is you're going to start to say, well, hey, if I could be a 50% trader, then I want to take trades that give me a 3-to-1 ratio, that give me a 2-to-1 ratio. Because even if you're a 50% trader, and they teach us in school that if you get a 50%, you're failing. But really and truly, if you can win 50% of your trades, but also have a 2-to-1 ratio, 3-to-1 ratio, 4-to-1 ratio, most times what's going to happen is that you're going to end up being profitable on the other side of trading, 100%. And then as you're trading, what happens is that you start to really see how financial institutions move money. Financial institutions manipulate the market, so then you can have that same mindset on how to literally how to counter their manipulation of the markets. Number three, when you're learning how to trade, trading is a low barrier of entry. Anybody can trade. Literally anybody can trade. You can open up an account on some brokers with literally $10, $20, $50. And then once you learn the skill set of trading, what's going to happen is you're going to really be able to take those small amounts of capital that you put into your broker, and what you're going to do now is you're literally going to be able to take those amounts and multiply them. Trading is so dope because you're able to multiply exponentially, especially if you're somebody coming in with $50 to $100, right? $20, a small amount of money could be $10,000 for you. Whatever money you're coming in with, whatever happens, you're going to be able to multiply it then quadruples? What if you can 2x, 3x, 4x your trading account in 1 year? If you can 10x your trading account in 6 months, right? Over a period of time, especially if compound growth is happening. And the beautiful thing about trading also is that you can start with a demo account. It's like playing Monopoly. You can literally open up a trading account, a demo account, where you can practice, right? Where you can practice like in Monopoly. Monopoly is a game of practice of life. You can practice before you go out into the real world and start to accumulate. And that's a beautiful thing. You can practice all day long and you can get good. I know somebody who traded demo for about 6 months, and when they finally started trading, they were able to flip that and do, I think it was $150,000 in 1 day. It was incredible. But they took 6 months of practice in order to do so. Trading number 4. Trading is gonna teach you risk management. Man, trading is gonna teach you risk management. What to risk, how much to risk. Because the rule of thumb is you never wanna risk more than 1 to 3% of your account on any given trade. And so knowing that, you're not gonna be able to go all in all the time unless you really know what you're doing. But even to that point, it's like, well, do I wanna risk all the work that I've done to build up my account? The goal is to build up an account over time and then even risk even less, right? So you don't wanna risk more than 1 to 2% of your account. A lot of people, and including myself, have blown accounts really because the risk management portion, we're not managing our risk. So if I can risk only, let's say 1 to 3%, 1 to 2% per trade in my account, but my upside for every 1 to 2% I'm risking, I'm potentially gonna earn 2 to 8%, then I'm good, right? For every 1 to 2% that I'm risking, if I'm gonna earn 2 to 8% on any given trade, and I'm winning 50% at a time, that is truly amazing. Now what happens if I start winning 70% at a time, or I start winning 80% of the time? You're gonna end up multiplying your account over time. But the name of the game in trading is what? Stay in the game long enough so you can learn, so you can have the confidence to grow, patience over a period of time. It's really gonna test your risk management skills. This is not like a casino. Yes, you can flip an account, but it takes a lot of practice and a lot of effort to do so. It's like one bad decision can erase weeks, months, years of hard work. And this applies in business, and it applies in life, it applies in relationships, it applies in your spiritual life. It all applies. And so risk management is key. And as I get older, even in my life, I'm like, all right, I'm now in a space where I must start taking calculated risk, right? I can't just bet the house on this. No, I need to take calculation into consideration. Ooh, that was a good one. I need to start taking calculation into consideration. And I need to take my talents, like in the Bible it talks about talents, take my talents, and guess what? I need to multiply them. How do you multiply them? You take risk. But what kind of risk do you take? Calculated risk. And you want to manage the risk. Hey, if I do this thing, if I enter this trade, what are the potential outcomes? How much am I going to potentially win? How much am I going to profit? How much am I going to potentially lose? Those things matter. So risk management is very, very important. Number 5, trading is a mirror. Trading is a mirror. Trading exposes impatience. It exposes ego. It exposes fear. And it exposes lack of structure. And really what trading does, it shows you are under pressure. And I was at a basketball game. Upon recording this video, I was at a basketball game last night, my high school basketball team, and they had some opportunities to take the lead under pressure, right? Rise above the occasion under pressure. And ultimately they failed to do so. But the other team that they were playing, they capitalized off of certain moments under pressure. They were more disciplined. They were more eager to carry out the game plan. They were more disciplined. They were more advantageous when it came to capitalizing on certain moments. And what trading does, it exposes those. It's like kind of when I'm playing a sport, let's say I play basketball, so let's talk about basketball. Under pressure, does the game slow down? Right? Under pressure, when the lights are on and the crowd is cheering, are you able to still focus? And that's what trading does. You know, and so the better we can get at doing things under pressure, being calm under pressure, your trading skills will get 10 times better. And so it exposes everything. And exposing isn't a bad thing. When trading is going to expose a lot of things, and it's not a bad thing. It just makes you make a mental note saying, yo, if I'm going to take this trade, or if I'm going to these are the things I got to work on. It's like self-evaluation in a sense, because you're dealing with so many emotions, so many technical, so much revenge, so much, all of these things that have been built up over a period of time based off our experiences, based on what we've been through. And trading can expose those, which means that trading can also allow us to get better in these same areas. We can conquer fear, we can conquer ego, we can conquer lack of structure, we can conquer how to show up when the lights are on, right? It's like Sebastian Telfair in high school, Through the Fire. His brother came out, it's like, when the lights is on, the lights is on. When the lights are on, this is my time to shine. And this is what these things do. Number 6, trading helps with your decision making. It's a benefit of trading. Trading is gonna ultimately help with your decision making, with our decision making. You learn to make decisions with incomplete information, like taking an educated guess, like taking a test, and you have a multiple choice and you don't really know the answer, but based off of the context of the question, based off of the subject of the matter, you're going to make an educated guess. Now, you may still get it wrong, but more times than not, you may get it right because of the education that came prior to you in putting that information or coming to that conclusion. You learn to accept losses, right? You will learn to accept losses without spiraling. What does that mean? Because we become emotionally unattached to the outcome, what we're doing is that we're staying steadfast in the process. And ultimately, if and when we lose, because you will lose in trading, nothing is guaranteed 100%. Results vary. What's going to happen is that you, me, us, we're going to be so disattached from the result, and we're going to stick to our plan. And you stick to the plan. No matter what is happening, you stick to the game plan. Number 7, what you're going to do in your trading is you're going to learn the value of the process. So many people focus on the outcome. So many people focus on the goal, the result, the destination, not really realizing the process. Like right now, I'm on my way to the Aspire Tour. I could be doing anything, right? I could be focused on getting there. I could be focused on, how much time we have left and all these things. But really and truly, I'm focused on the process. And during the ride there, I'm making this video because I'm literally focusing on the process. The process is what's going to pull you through, not the result. Don't focus on the result, because you can get the result, but if the process is wrong, the result will be unsustainable. It will eventually become unattainable, right? So you want to focus on the process, focus on the system. The system matters more than the end goal, because without a system, and if you reach the end goal, it won't last a long time. Number 8, this is why you should try foreign exchange or trading. Even if you quit, even if it's maybe not for you, you're going to learn a lot of things about yourself. You're going to gain financial literacy. You're going to understand foreign exchange. You're going to understand by default cryptocurrency. You're going to understand the ins and outs of trading psychology. It's going to help your mental. You're going to understand business cycles. You're going to understand how the world really works. Do you know that every time you put $1 in the bank, they take 90 cents and they go and put it in the market? That's why if you go to the bank and you have an exorbitant amount of money, you may not be able to get it right away because they have to go get it from the market, put it in the bank, and boom, now you have it. And then what it's done for me is, I respect money more, especially in this season of my life. Man, every dollar I respect. I respect every dollar. It makes you respect, finance is capital, the dollar more. It's just incredible. Got to. And number 9, trading. And why you should at least try foreign exchange. Trading will change how you see time. Trading will change how you see time. Compounding becomes real. Patience becomes valuable. Slow money now makes sense. Do we all want to get rich quick? For sure. And success loves speed. Money loves speed. Everything loves speed. Right? But also, this is not a get rich quick per se. This is over a period of time, you gain enough to eventually do things with it. And so those are my 9 principles. 9 principles or 9 things and why everybody should at least try trading. You should definitely try trading 100%. And so if you're watching this video, you can join our free academy down below. You can like, subscribe, and share this video with anybody you want, anybody you like. And make sure you stay tuned in so you don't get tuned out. We out of here.